Welcome to Anglia Car Auctions. It's a slightly rainy day in King's Lynn, but we've just had a rather special car dropped off. We always love a Morgan, a quintessentially British car, and this is a 2002 Le Mans edition. But what makes this very special is our vendor. Now, Malcolm, you've driven it here today.
I have, yeah.
Thank you for coming. Thank you for agreeing just to say a few words, but we couldn't let this story go untold. Malcolm, you've had this car, you bought it brand new.
I did.
In 2002.
Yes.
How many miles have you done in it?
Just over 193,000.
193,000 miles.
21 and a half years.
That's fabulous. I was looking through the paperwork.
Yeah.
There are reams of paperwork. I've never seen a service book. Now, every single service stamp is at Long Stratton Motor Company in Norfolk, the Morgan dealership, and there are literally dozens of them. But yes, tell us about you and tell us about the car and how you came to own it.
Right. Well, like everyone who owns a Morgan, I had to have my name put down.
Yes.
And at the time, it was £100 deposit, as I recall. 1979, I did have a divorce which somewhat delayed the delivery of the Morgan, shall we say. But the great day arrived, and it was 2002, and it was one of the Le Mans limited edition Morgans that I was lucky enough to get.
Yes.
So I did the usual thing. I went down, I think it was fairly usual. I went down by train and came back in the Morgan. I'd never driven one before. I'd sat in one at a motor show in Birmingham around about mid-70s, as I recall, which was a lovely experience. And I thought, crumbs, this is marvellous. So that I'd always fancied the idea of having a Morgan, and that certainly affirmed.
Well, that first drive obviously went well for you to continue.
Well, yes, that's right. It got me home eventually. Of course, that was marvellous, and yeah, I've just thoroughly enjoyed owning it. And it is a sad day for me, but I know it's the right one because I'm aging now, and or have aged, and it just needs something a little bit more comfortable, should we say? A
little bit more comfortable.
Yes.
But you've really enjoyed it.
I've loved it.
When you phoned up and you were telling me about the car, and I think this is the real point, that classics are so important that they're used. Yes, it's great to have one and cosset it and look after it, but you can, and this is the living proof that you can use a classic car, a Morgan, as a daily driver, and do some pretty hefty mileage.
Oh yes, well, I've been down to Perpignan once, and Brittany on one occasion, and regularly for about last 10 years or so, I've been going to Guernsey.
Oh
and,
wow!
So I'm never out of the thing. It's just constant
It's
companion.
rather like a glove.
Yeah, well, it is. I mean, it's almost like a. How can I put it? It's an inanimate object, but it's like being married to an inanimate object. 21 and a half years. Yeah,
when we walked into the office just to sort out some paperwork, and you looked back and gave it a little fond farewell, there's a tear in the eye. Are you going to come along to the sale, or is it going to be too...
I think my best bet, emotionally and everything else, is to stay away.
Stay at home.
From a distance. I might just have the odd look, but I just hope that the next owner, has as much fun as I did.
If the next owner, over the next 21 years, can do the same mileage that you've done, that must be something.
That'd be wonderful.
Of a record.
Well, I've got nearly to the moon, and he can come back, or she, from the moon. That'd be good.
I love that. That's brilliant. We mustn't talk. It's always not great to talk sort of money terms and something that's emotionally attached.
Yes.
But we have to put a guide price on it, and we're guiding this, I think, very attractively at £8,000 to £12,000. So this could be your chance to take on this special car for the next journey.
Indeed.
And I'm sure, Malcolm, you'll be very, very interested to see where it does end
Oh,
up.
I'd be fascinated. Yes, yes, and I wish the person, whoever he or she is, many years of happy motoring.
Excellent, excellent. Well, look, it's been a real pleasure. Thank you so
Likewise.
much for coming over.
Thank you.
We're going to give it a little polish up because you came over. It was a little bit of rain.
There certainly was.
And then we're going to photograph it, and it'll be on our website very soon. There's a hard top as well included.
Yes,
Notice
that's the best of the lot.
Yeah,
It's brand new almost.
Yeah, well, you hardly used it.
Hardly used. I think it was used for about 6 months altogether, if that. Yeah.
Yeah, well, the whole point is top down,
Yeah.
wind in the hair. I can't say that too much, but yeah, you're still
Still hanging in there.
Yeah, hanging in there. So that's perfect. But thank you so much for coming.
It's a pleasure.
We're going to do
you.
our best for you. And
Yes, I know you will. Thank you very much.
Brilliant. Take care and watch this space.
And yourselves. Thank you.